question.
What's your question?
My question is, there were Christians in Iraq. There were Christians in Lebanon. There were Christians in Syria. There were 1.25 million Christians in not in Egypt. There are 10 million.
Okay.
Let me correct you. But but let's talk.
It's not important.
No. It's important. It's important. How many? There were 1.25 million Christians in Iraq. How many there are today? You don't know. How many there are today? 120,000.
Where are you from?
It doesn't matter.
To answer you, I have to know.
You don't need to know.
I come here seeking a good life.
I come from
I choose.
I come from there.
Why are you saying
I'm
no?
asking you a question. It doesn't matter where I come from.
Yeah, you have to tell me.
No, it doesn't matter.
Why you left your country?
Why does it
For
matter?
a better life.
For a better life?
Yeah.
No, sir. Because they were forced to leave.
For, by whom?
Yes,
By
yes,
whom?
by the people.
Which people?
There were 1.25 million Christians. I don't want to answer.
No, yeah, I answer you.
No,
I
you
ask
don't. You turn your face.
Where's argument?
There were 1.25 million Christians. There were one. I don't say you. There were 1.25 million
You
Christians.
have no truth. No truth.
Majority of Christians in Iraq.
You want to answer or you want?
Yeah.
No, 1 second. Before you answer, you have to ask a question.
I heard you ask him, how many Christians there were in Iraq? How many Christians there were in Egypt? Then you mentioned
There were 1.25 million Christians in Iraq.
Yes.
Today there are 120,000. Where is the rest?
If you study history, have you studied history by the way?
Yes.
Okay. When Islam came to Iraq, how many people became Muslims?
Lot of them.
So what you asking, who are they?
No, they were
answered it.
forced. They were forced.
Just answer
They were forced.
You said they became Muslim, a lot of them.
They were forced.
Okay, now they were forced. Okay.
Yes.
Now anyone that studies Islam from objective point of view, we know that Islamically, Allah said clearly in the Quran, "La ikraha fi din." Allow me to finish my point. There is no compulsion in religion.
Maybe.
Hear me out.
Maybe.
No, hear me
But
out.
the bottom line.
No, hear me out.
I'm not talking about thousands.
You let me finish. You're not allowed to force no one to become Muslim. Why? You're not allowed? Because one of the main conditions for someone to become Muslim, he has to accept it with his heart. And in order for us to know what is in his heart, there's no way to know except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So hear me out.
You are kidding.
Hear me out. Okay, listen.
Honestly, you are kidding yourself.
Hear me out.
You are kidding
If
yourself.
you don't let me to finish, and
Because you are kidding yourself.
okay, now in the Quran clearly Allah said you're not allowed to force no one to become Muslim.
But you are kidding yourself.
I'm not kidding myself. I know. It's a fact. It's a fact. Hear me out, man. Now the brother was telling me that you have problem with the Yahud in Bani Qurayza.
I'm talking about Christians.
No, you ask the Christians already they become Muslims. Majority because why? They were enslaved and they were mistreated by the Romans. In Egypt, many of them, the Coptics, even there is a Syriac manuscript was written that is praising the Muslim by one of the scholars back then, praising Amr ibn al-As. Because when Amr ibn al-As, I know he's hurting.
I am talking of today. I am talking of today.
Oh, today. It's about today.
The Christians were maltreated when they were under.
But who's controlling Iraq today?
Pardon?
Who's controlling Iraq?
Who's controlling
Are the Muslim leaders controlling Iraq?
Yes.
Daesh, some of it. And some of it is Rafida. Shia. So, no, we have to care
I
because
am talking about the bottom line.
you cannot blame
The
Islam.
bottom line.
Just ask him what's the richest man in Egypt. The richest man in Egypt.
He's a Christian man.
Suarez. We treat him very bad. How come he's a billionaire?
No, 1 minute, brother. Amir, 1 minute. He's saying you cannot blame Islam. Of course, some people, for example, ISIS. When ISIS went to Iraq, they mistreat the Christians. They mistreat many people. But you cannot utilize ISIS actions to judge Islam. Every Muslim here, inshallah ta'ala, we are here to defend Islam and to defend the Muslims who deserve to be defended. As for those who are doing evil deeds, we don't defend them. Understand? So now we ask what happened to Christians. Yes, some of them have been mistreated. Correct?
Some of them.
Yeah, without any doubt. Likewise, a lot of Muslims have been mistreated in Africa, which is a Christian country, some of them. My point here, I want to go back to, sorry to call you, are you Christian?
Yes. So if it doesn't
It's not important.
It is.
I'm a human being like you.
Okay, what is the criteria you are
It doesn't matter.
You haven't allowed me to
No,
finish.
but that doesn't matter. Why you taking me as an individual?
I'll tell you why.
I am talking about in general.
You ask good question. You ask good question. You said, why you asking me about what is my belief? Because in order for us to know what background you're coming from to judge Islam, we have to
I'm
know.
not judging Islam.
You are judging.
I am telling you the bottom line is the Christians have to leave.
Well, they don't have to leave. There's a Christian in Egypt. There is a Jewish people in Maghreb. Yeah, the Muslims have to leave. So.
Muslim left Syria, then
Yeah, there's more Muslims. But I can ask you why? Now, the reason I ask you, what is your belief? Because any person like liberal, a Christian, atheist, every individual who has something within him or something he believes, he's utilizing to determine what is right, what is wrong. For example, as a Muslim, when I say what is right, what is wrong, I'm coming from Islamic point of view. But what point of view are you coming from? What is the criteria?
So I'm only worried about the people who are living there.
How come you not worry about the Muslims living there as well?
there we go.
Huh?
But they are not forced to leave.
They are forced to leave.
Why?
How many Muslims left Syria?
Why?
I'm asking you, how many?
Why?
Because of the war.
You know why?
Because of the war.
Because there was a dictator there who killed his people, and this dictator shouldn't be there to start with.
That is
Because
different.
the people should have risen against the dictator and got rid of him. Not now, 40 years ago.
But 40 years he was stronger as well. His father was stronger.
People are
So same will happen.
The people are especially in the winter.
Yeah, but the people are not stronger.
The people are stronger. The people are strong.
But you know, why are you forget about politics? Are you Christian, by the way? Because I tell you why. Because when you die, God is not going to ask about Iraq. He's going to ask about Algeria. God will ask about yourself.
Me and God will talk afterwards.
So why are you scared
I
to talk
don't
about
need
your
to reply
religion?
to you.
Where you hiding?
Where are you hiding? Where are you
I
hiding?
have nothing to hide.
Yes,
Why? You know
If I
why?
have something to hide, I will not
You know
do
why?
it.
Because if you're Christian, you'll be drowning in your own sweat.
I'm not drowning.
You will be. Because I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why.
Because I'm
according
surrounded
to
by people like you.
no, you speak his
I
corner.
shouldn't be drowning.
You speak his corner. Don't worry.
Anywhere I should be free. Not
Yeah.
on speaker's corner. But
He was metaphorically speaking.
What is he talking about? I said you're drowning in your own sweat. Means you'll be drowning in your own sweat. Why? Because in the Bible, Christian or Old Testament, you're allowed to kill.
The New Testament.
No, not the past. Even today, the Zionists and also terrorists, they are utilizing the Bible to kill the Palestinians.
Yesterday, a Christian
Yes.
killed Muslim people in America.
What do you say about that? What do you think about
do I
that?
say about
Yeah. Are you worried about the Palestinians?
Are they worried about themselves?
No, you worry about
Are they
them.
worried about themselves?
They worry about themselves. Are you
They're
worried
not
about
worried
them?
about
They
themselves.
are.
They are killing themselves each
You
other.
see now he's justifying. Likewise, the Christians are killing themselves, each other as well.
You honestly are right.
You see, be honest, man.
You only
Look,
you only stand for you that you are right.
Islam. Look, here we are to show you Islam. Speak against falsehood, regardless who's doing it, Muslim or not Muslim.
So the Zionists, if they want to kill, if they want to finish Gaza, they can't finish Gaza.
They can't what?
If they want to finish that Gaza, they can't.
They can't because Allah is with them, inshallah.
Now we know who he is. You're just exposing yourself, my friend.
Yeah.
Because you're worried about the Christians, and all of a sudden you said to Palestinians, the Israeli can whip them up if they want.
Yeah, you see.
But you
See, in their
double
own
standards.
country,
We are worried
they
about
can be
any
wiped
person
out.
who's oppressed.
And you worry
human
about
Christian or a
Christians
Muslim
who
or a
left.
Jew.
All
We
human
worry about
beings.
people who are oppressed.
Against
Because
them.
Islam forbids oppression. We defend any person who's oppressed. Jewish, Christian, Muslim, Hindu, we defend them. Why? Because Islam forbids oppression. But you just worry about certain people to be oppressed. What about the rest of the people? That shows you the justice of Islam.
The racist.
SubhanAllah. You're left as well. I'm right, you left. Take care. You see how the point here, when I came, the brother told me this person
He was sticking it on
he
that
was
man.
sticking on the other brother, and the brother he didn't have ilm. Na'am. But alhamdulillah, the brother knew. He said, Shamsi, speak to him. I'm not a scholar, by the way, but alhamdulillah, I had a little ilm to refute him. When I'm refuting him, he didn't like it now. And the Christians, missionaries, and Islamic haters always ask us about Bani Qurayza. So the question we ask them, are you asking about Bani Qurayza and you care about them because they were killed or because they were Jewish people? Because we know in the Old Testament, the Jewish people that were allowed to kill the Malachites, who are the Arabs. They were allowed to kill their children, their babies, infants, everything. So how come you don't go to the Jewish people, ask them, why did you kill children and babies? They tell you, no, it's happened in the past. Bani Qurayza happened in the past too. Bani Qurayza is not happening today. And Bani Qurayza, they tried to kill the Messenger of Allah and they waged a war against him. And Prophet killed those who deserve to be killed. As for the children, women, babies, he let them go. He didn't let them go free. They took them as a war captives, but they took care of them because Islamically, you have to take care of the war captive just the way you take care of your own self. But that shows you what the hypocrisy of these Christian missionaries. They always Bani Qurayza, Bani Qurayza. What about the Malachites in the Old Testament? No, the Arab, we don't care. Let them be killed. Let the babies be killed. But we have to expose the lies. Barakallahu fikum.